Hey everybody, it's Friday afternoon, November 20th, and I'm here with Erica Lindberg. Also I am Shane Rice, and we're here to just do a short walkthrough of some slides for our group conversation for inbound marketing on Monday. As you look at the slides here, slides 2, 3, and 4 just cover the global content team and the search marketing team. So feel free to look at that. Look over the people on the team into our backgrounds. Happy to share more about what everyone on the team does individually. But then we'll move right into the slide number 5 and kind of talk about what we're doing to iterate on GitLab's SEO and content strategy. So the first item you're looking at here, we're going to be talking about improving site health and technical SEO. And then we'll dive in to talk about content pillars and some of the things we're doing there around keyword research, internal linking, and then share some examples of the content team's output from those efforts. So looking at slide 6, so improve site health and technical SEO. So one of the most important factors when it comes to ranking in Google is how healthy your site is. So how many broken links are there? Do you have unique page titles, unique meta descriptions? Do you have redirect loops? All these kind of things that are just really specific items that we have to take care of to give a signal that we take good care of about.gitlab.com. And so when you look at the number of errors that show up in SEMrush, which is a tool the search marketing team uses to gauge our progress, monitor for problems, you can see that when we started tracking this in July, we had 1,918 errors. And then as of last week, we have, or this week, I'm thinking already that it's Monday. It's not. But as of this week, we have 61 errors. So tremendous reduction in the number of errors. But that also, one of the things to keep in mind is that while we've reduced the number of those errors, we've also continually been addressing new errors as they're introduced. And so we're working in conjunction with the digital experience team to introduce some items into pipelines that will help us reduce and prevent those kind of errors from being merged into master in the first place. So that's just a little bit about what we're doing on the technical SEO side. Happy to answer more questions about this in the conversation itself. And then we'll move to slide 7. And Erica, I'll let you take that away.
Awesome. Thanks, Shane. So moving into our content pillars, we just wanted to cover the work that we've been doing around the keyword research and how that begins to form our topic clusters, leads into our internal linking strategy for SEO, and then show a couple of examples of what that output is. So I'm actually going to turn it right back to you, Shane, to take 8 and 9, because this is all the awesome work coming from your team. So I'll let you cover those.
Yeah, thanks, Erica. So for keyword research, historically, one of the things we have done is focused on a list of top 25 keywords. And we're still looking at those top 25 keywords. But what we're also doing is we're creating ownership of keyword families. So a lot of times you have a keyword like, let's say, CI is one of our top 25 keywords. We're doing keyword research to build out pillars that support that term, but then also add supporting keywords from a family that includes CI. So like GitLab CI is an example of a branded term, but you might have, like best CI for, I don't know, Android or something like that. And so we're adding in these, long tail, further reach for the, into the, kind of the keyword itself. So we create these clusters of families that work together. And then the second thing we're also doing is we're looking for opportunities to improve internal optimization and targeting. So make sure that we're linking internally to the right pages and that we have, if there's an opportunity where we're, say, on the second page of keyword results, that we go in and update a page with, just a little bit of a tweak to some language to help get us to the first page. So some of the things we're doing there. And then on slide 9, what we have is an example of keyword research that Niall has been leading. So on the search marketing team, Niall is focused on keyword research primarily. Hanif is focused primarily on technical SEO. And so this is just an example of some of the work that Niall has done. And you can click on the spreadsheet below to just see the full list of keywords and keyword families. And I think you're up next, Erica.
Yeah, and I just want to comment on this because what's really great about this, so this is a screenshot. You can, of course, click on the spreadsheet, and this one is specific for the CI campaign. But essentially, Nile puts this together, and then what the content marketers are able to do is use this as a blueprint for their content creation. So further down, I'll kind of show there's some links to the epics that show where they're planning their content creation for the quarter. But it's really this right here, which just keeps us really organized. So it's really helpful when we're planning what content we need to get done. And then moving along, so all of this keyword research comes together as part of these topic clusters. So what is a topic cluster? It starts with the topic page. Right now we're focusing on our tier 1 use cases, which is version control and collaboration, continuous integration, and DevSecOps. So each one of those use cases has a topic page where we cover that from a topical level. So we're not talking about what GitLab does or how GitLab helps this thing, but it's really an educational page so that when people are searching in Google, like what is DevSecOps, this page comes up. And then from there, you can see here, we have all of these related articles so people can start to dig in and really start to understand at a deeper level what this topic is about and what they need to know. And all of these related articles, again, come from that keyword research where these were identified as part of the family and have good search volume. So, you know, the end result of this is that we're putting out content that we know people are searching for. And then by linking it together into these clusters, we're making our overall search results stronger because we're showing Google like, hey, we care about this topic. We have a lot of good content on this topic. This is something that you should show people when they're looking for information on this. So this is an example of what the pages look like right now. In Q3, we put out 15 new web articles across the 3 topics and added this little sidebar so that you can actually find the web articles. I don't have anything in the slides for this, but something cool that's happening is the digital experience team is currently working on implementing a CMS, and they're using our topic libraries as one of their first projects. So they're actually creating a modularized version of this so that the content team can create more pages like this themselves and publish really nice looking pages quickly. This is what our web articles look like right now. This is a MVC version. Basically, it looks like a handbook page, and over time, we'll iterate to make these look and feel a little bit nicer. But for now, the content is out there so that we can start getting traffic. And I think I'll pass it back to you, Shane, to cover these results.
Thanks, Erica. Yeah, so results for topics in Q3 of this fiscal year. We increased page views to this folder over 200%. So we're looking at just about.gitlab.com/topics here. So one important thing to note when you look at this number is, you know, part of this growth is that we consolidated a lot of kind of individual pages into their into the topics subfolder as a home. So like, for example, we had about.gitlab.com/ci-cd, and we move that into the topics folder now so that it has a home. It has a link structure where we can kind of create that, you know, topics page as a hub for all these, and then, you know, it just builds out from there. So but I do want to point out here, one of the things you see is that the number of entrances outpaced the overall page view growth. So what that tells us is that people are starting their journey on this page, and you know, that's indicative of, you know, organic search. And then also we do have some paid search campaigns that I believe are running to some of these pages as well. And then on the next slide, what we're looking at, this shows the number of where we rank in the top 10 or top 3 positions for non-branded search terms. So these search terms don't include GitLab anywhere in the keyword that's used. And so what we're looking at is just over the last, you know, kind of 12 months, what are we seeing in increase in, you know, those positions? And if we were paying for that traffic, what would we pay for that traffic every month? And so, you know, this is just, you know, you can click through to this, the link on the bottom there to see the source for this, these graphs in the spreadsheet. So you can see which terms are dropping. A lot of the volatility here is because we do see some extremely high value keywords that, you know, we drop out of the top 10. And for example, you know, I know like GitLab build, or I'm sorry, Google build is a term that was we were in the top 10 for or top 3 for at one point, and that was worth like $300 a click as an example. And then when we drop down a little bit further in that, then that kind of estimated traffic value drops down. So that's why you see the numbers going down and kind of being a little volatile. But I still think the overall rankings are very very important to see the growth in what we're doing there. So, and then I think the next slide is what we're working on as priorities for this next quarter. And this should say search marketing. We're still going through and fixing some nomenclature things on this. So we're going to work on growing page views for topic pages by 40%. Reduce the number of errors in the handbook by 50%. And we're well on the way to this with the handbook error mash that we completed a couple of weeks ago. And then we're also prepping for upcoming Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics changes for the next fiscal year. And that's awesome. Everything for us. And then over to Erica for global content.
I'll just quickly walk through our Q4 priorities. So I have a couple of kind of big buckets here that I'm not going to dig too deep into, because for this, we're really focusing on the SEO-driven content strategy. And there's a lot of other things that the team is also working on. So you can click on the epics to start to see what that is. But at a high level, we're trying to generate new content, and with that, hoping to increase website traffic about 3%. So under this epic, you'll see all the plans for any new topic pages or existing topic page optimizations that they're working on, and also all of the web articles that the team is planning on creating. And then we also have one under distribute new and existing content. The priorities that we're working on here aren't reflected in this doc because it's part of a separate strategy, but essentially what's in here is we're going to be doing a content audit and path factory and a content gap analysis based on some storyboarding that we're doing with the product marketing team. So there will be a separate video to cover that later. We're really just starting to pull what that plan looks like. And then I just included the links. So if you want, you can dive deep into what our content marketing cluster plans are for Q4. And we are still focused on our top tier use cases. So we're going to be continuing working on continuous integration content, starting to build out the DevOps platform content, and version control and collaboration.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Erica. And thanks everyone for watching the video today. We look forward to discussing this more in depth with you on Monday in the group conversation for inbound marketing. See you then.